Today's farmer has to deal with more than just bad weather, low prices, and trade tariffs. Some news media and social influence leaders continue to push an agenda against modern agricultural practices. And since the vast majority of American consumers are more than 3 generations off the farm, they have no farming experience and are easily swayed. However, farmers themselves continue to be well respected by the public, so they have an opportunity to change minds if they can make a connection with a consumer.
I would just encourage you to reach out and have a conversation with farmers to understand why they are having the practices that they have. It is most often in the best interest of your food.
Last year, author and food policy speaker Michelle Payne told members of the Virginia Farm Bureau Federation at their annual convention that social media is where the next generation of consumers is searching for information.
Farmers naturally don't necessarily want to be public figures. We want to take care of our land and our animals. But if you're looking to connect with a farmer, what I always suggest to people is an obvious place to start is at the farmer's market. The next most logical place is to go on and try to find somebody with Virginia Farm Bureau. There's any number of Facebook groups and whatnot.
Social media is convenient and reaches many people easily, but sometimes the consumer wants to visit with a real farmer. How do you find a farmer to talk to when less than 2% of our population actively raises food? In many areas, you can start at your local school district.
Here in our county, we have a 4-H program where we have a livestock club, an environthon club, and various other different clubs that younger kids can be involved in until they're 19. We also have an FFA chapter here in our high school where we touch on livestock. We have a livestock judging team. We have a forestry judging team. We have a greenhouse where we operate and grow our own plants.
Mackenzie Wells is a high school senior already focused on finding a career in agriculture. Her friend Erin Small is studying to be a middle school agriculture teacher. Small says there are several great opportunities to meet farmers in Fluvanna County, like their county fair and the annual Old Farm Day celebration at Pleasant Grove Park.
Old Farm Day brings in, I think, a lot of the farmers in the community. Fluvanna has a lot of agritourism also. We got a lot of vineyards and orchards, and we've got a ranch down the road that does a lot of like weddings. And so I think going to places like that, you can also get in touch with the farming community. Our extension program here in the county is really effective with connecting the public to farmers. They've got different workshops at the community garden and at the schools. We've got a great Master Gardeners program here. So even getting in touch with those people, you never know who you'll connect with.
Today's consumers have questions about organic versus conventional farm production, how producers care for their animals, and even whether chocolate milk comes from brown cows. It doesn't. Payne says more producers are ready to talk than ever before, but both sides have to make the effort to have a conversation.
We all realize in agriculture today that we have to talk because the reality is people don't understand how their food is being raised. And I know, for example, I happen to think that a Holstein cow is the most beautiful thing on the face of the earth. Those black and white cows that give us milk are just gorgeous to me. But I also know that 99.9% of the population doesn't share that theory. But I will gladly talk with people about what it means to take care of these animals.
You just got to get up and go. There's a lot of places where you can get involved at vineyards and orchards. The Master Gardeners have classes, reaching out with extension, farmers markets. There's a lot of opportunities out there if you go and look for them.
You can connect with the Fluvanna County Young Farmers on Facebook, but to really talk to a farmer about your food, take a few minutes to learn where local farmers work or sell their products, or join them at a public event in your own community. In Fluvanna County, Virginia, I'm Norm Hyde.